All right, let's give this a shot. All right, let's give this a shot. Trying something new today. We're going to watch freestyle trick tutorials and we're going to play DRL Sim and we're going to try the stuff that they try to teach us in the tutorial. So let's go do that. We'll start with Raymond FPV. Really like this guy. I haven't watched any of his trick tutorials, so I hope they're good. Let's try it. Gotta turn him up a little bit, I think. And turn the sim down. All right. Guess we're doing inverted yaw spins. That's cool. That's totally cool. So he's okay. I've done this a bunch of times. Let's give it a try. First, we're gonna maximize that. So it's something like this. Ooh, oh boy. Full throttle, roll, yaw, and then roll while yaw to face up. Okay. Yep. So that seems pretty easy. Let's see what's next on the platter for this guy. Tab me out. Okay. Number 2, backwards jumping and the Matty flip. Ooh, I like Matty flips. All right. 2 new tricks. Let's see if I can read and fly at the same time. It's super tough. Forward loop. You'll probably crash very often. That is true. What's he doing? How to jump backwards. Okay. I'll just pause that for a sec. I think I can do that. So we're gonna go up, pause, jump back. Yeah. A little bit of throttle, pause. And that is about that. Okay. Let's keep going on this. Pitch backwards, apply throttle to brake, yep. And then give it some more throttle while you're still... Yeah. What is to do? Oh! Okay, forward loop time. We're doing a Matty flip. That one was blown out. Find the key to these Matty flips is keeping that obstacle right at the top of your vision. And you gotta know when to give it more throttle and when not to, just like a power loop. You sort of fling yourself over the top with no throttle and then throttle in as you pass underneath. It's tough to do them really on anything tight. Like this, I could probably power loop. Oh my god, I didn't do it enough. Okay, let's try that again. Oof. What's he doing now? Alright, so Matty flips over. These are pretty good. I'd like it if you talked a little more. What's a combo flip? I should be maximizing this between... There we go. Oh. What's a combo flip? Show me a combo flip. 3 new combination tricks. Okay, I better stand still. So that's a look back with a yaw spin out. Oh, roll, pitch, yaw. See, I prefer pitch, roll, yaw. But he goes roll, pitch, yaw out. Roll, pitch, yaw. Sorry. Roll, pitch, yaw out. Roll, pitch, yaw out. I'm just so not used to that. Roll, pitch. No, what am I doing? Roll, pitch, yaw out. I'm so used to doing pitch, roll. Roll, yawn. So what's he teaching now? He's doing back, yaw left, pitch forward, and roll right same time. What? That was just a... That was a Rubik's Cube. But this I'm interested in. Flip backwards fast. Yaw left, pitch forward, roll right. Okay. Think I can try this. So backflip, yaw left, pitch forward, roll right. I don't know if that was close, but it feels nice. Looks cool. I just like doing stuff like this to break the, you get stuck with a few moves that you know how to do really well. Ugh, sloppy. Okay, I missed some stuff there. So we'll just park this for a second. So not exactly what he was doing. So he goes top right out of that? That is so weird. What a weird fucking move that is. My rates are so, clearly so much different than his. There we go. Yeah, you got to do it. Let's try it the other way. So pitch. So it'll be back. Ugh. Oh, that's this guy. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out, guys. Back. Okay, well, anyway. Let's continue. Okay, let's see what this guy's doing. What's he doing now? A Rubik's Cube? Flip upside down backwards. Full roll, and then out forwards. Not exactly a Rubik's Cube. So it's back. That's... I prefer to go forward, roll. Oh my god. Forward, roll, forward. Forward, roll, backward. I'm still working on that one. I like it when you can get fast flip, slow, and then back. Ooh, yeah. That looks real nice. Oh, couldn't sneak through. Okay. Next, Raymond. If you don't start talking, though, I'm moving on to a different guy. I like this stuff, but I need more talking so I don't have to. Sliding in, sliding out. What is this business? Okay, that got wonky in a hurry.
Hello guys,
Yeah,
welcome to
he's
another trick
talking.
tutorial, and today I'm gonna show you how to do that sliding in, sliding out kind of move. I don't know if that is really the right name for it, but well, it covers
Alright, let's
most
see
of the
if this
trick.
is what he's talking about.
I'm
When you
using
go
this
like
trick
this,
well,
whoop,
quite a lot
quick
actually.
yaw,
It's
look
a pretty nice
back,
move
and
to
then
glue
slide out.
some tricks together, and I think it's perfect for it. I don't see a lot of guys do this trick, but it's actually a very nice trick to do, and it's pretty easy to learn. Basically what the trick does is you are going over a tree and then yaw over the top of the tree. So you keep watching the top of the tree and you keep watching at it.
Yeah, I think
And
I
at
know
some
what he's
point
talking
you
about.
are facing backwards. Then you
Whoop.
are going
You're
backwards,
going backwards.
sideways,
So if I'm like,
besides
whoop.
the tree basically. So it's a trick that's not very hard to learn, but it's very easy to end up in a tree. So if you don't feel confident enough, you might want to learn this trick on a simulator. What I'm gonna do, as usual, is
Oh, where's
I'm
the
going to
exit?
show the trick at full speed, and after this I'm going to slow it down a bit.
Okay, I gotta get out of this building so I can try this trick. Okay. What are we doing? Up. Oh, okay, that's different than I thought. It's kind of like a cartwheel. So it's like... I don't know if that's it. Don't go down too fast when you're doing this trick. Use yaw to roll the orbit over the treetop. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Let's try it the other way. It's hard. You'll find that certain tricks are just harder for you to do one direction than they are another. Like, for whatever reason, I can do this trick pretty... Oh no, I keep washing out.
So there are a lot of
You
ways
gotta
how
keep
you can finish this trick.
pitching
And
forward if you
you
want
can
to
finish
keep...
it without flipping it out, looping it out, and you
Okay.
can go for another pass over the tree, and you name it. There are so many possibilities with this trick. So be creative and do them a lot. I promise you, if you are doing
So I'm
it
going
quite often,
counterclockwise.
it's
Let's do
become pretty easy to
clockwise.
do, so another thing that's pretty important with learning this trick is find a tree that is standing on its own. Don't go learning this trick with a lot of trees around it. Because
No, I'm
when you're
doing it this
you are
way.
getting a little bit disorientated because you're going sideways and backwards at the same time. And if there's a tree behind
That is a
you,
little
it's pretty
tricky.
easy to end up in it. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope it was helpful, and
Yeah, you gotta
next time.
keep pitching forward to keep it in view and keep at a similar distance if you want to keep going around. That's weird. It's a weird one. I'm glad you started talking though, because now I can keep watching these. Let's alley-oop hang time. Is it like, whoa?
Hey, what up guys, welcome back to another trick tutorial. Today I'm gonna show you how to do that alley-oop hang time move. If you are watching my videos for a while now, you have seen me do this trick for a couple of times. And that's because it's one of my favorite tricks to do. And the reason for that is, it's a very nice trick to generate a lot of hang time. And at the same time, it's a very nice move to combine certain tricks together, and it gives you some illusion of slow motion if you do it properly. Before I'm going to show you how to do this, it's very important that you know how to do a power loop properly, because the first part of the trick is basically the same as a power loop. So basically what this trick does is you're flying beside the tree line with a decent amount of speed, and at some point you're going to pitch your nose up. Basically it's the same as a power loop, but as soon as you do this, you have to give a little bit of roll. And this way it's very easy to keep watching at the treetops, and I think this is pretty important with this trick. The moment that you are upside down, almost upside down, you're pitching forward pretty quickly. And the moment you have done this, you have to close your throttle. And at this point, you have generated a lot of airtime, and you fly up in the air pretty quickly.
So you're just pitching up?
So this is basically the first part of this move, and from here you can do a lot of different things. You can just come down again and fly away, or you can do a lot of different tricks behind this. So let me show you how to do this.
Show me, Raymond. What is this? Oh, you're just interesting. Okay. So I can do it on this, I think. So I'm coming up, power loop, and then I don't understand. I'm like going sideways a little bit. Okay, let's see some variations. What do you got? Okay, this makes a little more sense.
One more thing about this trick.
So I'm going up around, closing the throttle, and going back.
Oh. It requires a certain amount of technique and feeling that you need for this trick, and well, it's not really that hard to learn, but you have to do it a couple
but
of times
it's interesting.
To get a certain feeling for it, and over time you can come very close.
Oh, that looks dope, dude.
And the moment you flick forward, you're flying very high up in the air. So I think that's one of my favorite things.
That's so cool.
I hope this video was helpful. See you next time.
I think I'm doing it right. Okay, next one. I love this because you get styles you never would think about. The sideway flip. What? Like that? You just roll 90 and do a... I'm sure I'm doing it wrong.
So, hey, what up guys? Welcome back to another trick tutorial. Today I'm gonna show you how to do the sideway flip. Well, the sideway flip is what the name says, it's a flip on its side. Basically, you roll on one side, you do a flip, and you fly away. If you know how to do normal flips, this is a pretty easy flip to learn, but the hardest part of this trick is the way how you finish it. I see a lot of guys online who are doing this flip and they just roll it out. And I think that's probably the worst thing you can do with this trick, because it looks very unnatural and a bit static, you know, it doesn't really look that smooth. I must say though, I never do this trick just on its own. I always combine it with some other tricks, or when I come out of a certain move, I just throw it in there. I never just go sideways, flip it and fly away. I don't think it's the right trick for this. So yeah, let me show you how I do them.
What the hell? Okay, so crank it over, then a forward flip. So you crank it over, roll left, cut throttle, pitch up. Bit of roll while pitching forward to get out. Okay.
So if you are going to learn this trick, I think it's very important that you have some altitude, because the way how I do it with a bit of yaw in it, it can be a bit disorientating at first. And if you are disorientated, it's pretty easy to end up in the ground. So yeah. And another thing, don't try to do this flip as fast as you can. I think if you do
that's how I
very
do
fast
it!
flip this way, you lose your smoothness and your flow and stuff. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. See you in the next one.
Well, that was tricky. I'm not going to keep trying that one. Because honestly, it's not my favorite looking thing in the world. The inverted knife edge. Okay, let's go.
Hey, what up guys? Welcome back to another trick tutorial. Today I'm gonna show you how to do the inverted knife edge. Lately I'm getting a lot of requests about this trick, so I decided to make a tutorial about this one. But I can tell you up front that this trick can be a real pain in the ass to learn, especially if you don't have any experience with inverted tricks or backwards tricks. Because for some reason this trick messes with your brain a little bit, and I never could understand why. I thought it was a bit hard to learn, but most of the tricks that I do, they kind of evolved from other tricks and basically grew into them. They came pretty much natural to me. But with this trick I actually had to learn it, like the classic way, you know. The same with learning to skateboard. When learning a kickflip, you will have to practice. And that is the same with this trick. This trick, if you see it, it looks pretty easy. It's basically approach the trees and you're pitching your nose up. You start watching the treetops and you slide sideways while watching the treetops. That's basically the whole trick. But the hardest part of this trick is not really watching the treetops, but it's finishing it off. And you can do it like a lot of people do, is just make a very fast flip and just fly away. I don't think that's very beautiful though, but okay. But I found a pretty nice way how to finish this trick, and it looks a bit, yeah, it messes with your brain a little bit. So I think that's the most beautiful part of this trick. So yeah.
Okay, what is this thing? Okay. So, it's like you go up and then around, sort of like that. I think that's it. Let's try it the other way. Okay, I just want to see if I'm doing even close to the same thing. I gotta see it full
Messes
speed
with your
again.
brain a little bit. So I think that's the most beautiful.
It does mess with the brain. So I'm going up. I think I'm close. Okay, one more
That's the most
time.
beautiful part of this trick. So yeah.
Yeah, I think I've got it. I mean, or something fairly similar. Oh, I guess I should watch where I'm going. Let's go find a tree. These stacks are probably pretty good. So I'm going up and then, oh, okay. Going up and then around. Ah, I need to not watch the tutorial. Just for some reason it's not clicking with me unless it's a tree. I think that was kind of it. Let's try it the other way around this thing. Into a trippy spin.
So when you are going to learn this trick, it might be a good idea to learn it with some pretty high trees, because the higher the tree, the higher you can go up in the air, and that means you'll have more airtime to finish it off. Otherwise you can crash up in the ground pretty fast. So yeah, but anyway, I hope this video was helpful. See you next time.
Okay, next on the menu. We're just banging through these. What do we got? How to set your rates. Sideways orbit. Pretty sure I know what this is. Yeah, okay. So I don't know if we need to watch this.
Hey, what up guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm gonna show you how to do the sideway orbit. The sideway orbit itself is not really too hard of a trick to learn, but once you've mastered it, you can learn an inverted orbit. That's what I'm gonna show you in next week's video. So what is a sideway orbit? Well, a sideway orbit is nothing else than you go roll on your side and with pitch you orbit around the tree. And that's basically it. It's not really hard to learn, but well, you have to do it a couple of times before you actually master it. So let me show you how to do it.
It's one of those tricks where if you get comfortable flying backwards, sort of, it becomes very easy. And some people just do it naturally as they try to orbit something.
Not too much speed. Otherwise,
they just tend to lean out of the turn like this. And they don't even realize it.
Too slow, because that will also cause issues when entering the orbit. But once you've done this a couple of times, you find the right speed for it. It's not really that hard to learn. So now approach the tree just like you would with a normal orbit. Once entering the orbit, you should roll to your side and start giving pitch forward. This way you throw yourself into that sideway orbit. The throttle you should maintain altitude and is also controlling the speed a little bit. The hardest part of this trick is actually holding the balance between sticks.
Yeah, just like any orbit. It is true. If you can maintain distance and altitude, you just sort of get locked in like this.
Once you are ready to leave
as I say that, I lose it. We turn this into an ellipse.
Well, finish the way how you want to. That's it.
As usual, I can do it one way better than the other. Ah. Okay, I think I've seen enough of that one. Let's try. What's up next? The inverted orbit. The trippy spin. I love this trick. I think it's a trippy spin. Yeah. Wow. I would be terrified to do that in that spot. That is bananas.
Hey, what up guys?
You
Welcome
just-
back to another video. In today's video I'm gonna show you how to do the inverted orbit. The inverted orbit can be a real pain in the ass to learn, especially if you don't know how to fly
Okay.
backwards.
Potato.
That's basically what an inverted orbit is. What is an inverted orbit? As I just said, an inverted orbit is nothing else than flying backwards. You're flying backwards around a tree while watching the treetops. And watching the treetops is actually very important with this trick.
That's
because
right.
that's the only way how you know
How high
where
we
you're
are.
going.
Yep.
So keep that in mind. When learning this trick, it might be a wise idea to find a tree that is really high, the higher the better. Because the higher tree, the much more easier this trick becomes.
Oh.
Let me show you how to do this.
Let's go over to the stacks over here. Probably the best place to try it. It's so hard to get this stable, I find. I can't... Like, it takes me a while to get it locked in. The way I like to do it is yaw into it until you're upside down. Then you pitch forward. And if you're going this way, you're pinching the sticks together. And if you do it on the other way, you're pulling the sticks apart. Let's see if I can do this.
Yaw to the left while keep adding roll to the right. You should maintain the position of the sticks throughout the whole orbit.
You're using opposite yaw and roll. It's so hard. Why is it so hard to do it that way?
Once you're ready to leave the orbit, add throttle and pitch forward.
Now, to do this in real life is so much harder than in the sim. Sim has no wind. Any amount of wind makes this trick orders of magnitude harder. Okay. Kind of makes me wish that you could add a little bit of wind in sim. It would make me way more confident to try that in real life.
It's actually very important that you find a tree that's very high, but it's also a bit in the open. You really don't want any trees.
Yeah, if I was trying this trick, I would do it on like a large tower.
You absolutely can't see the direction that you want to go in.
Yep.
So if there's another tree close by, then you can count on it, you will hit it. And that's not good, especially when you first orbit. So yeah, that's basically it for this video, guys. If you think this video was helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, see you next time.
No thumbs down. The ratio. Okay, what else do we got? Close proximity power loops. Power looping gaps.
Hey, what up guys? Welcome back to light. Hey, what up guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm gonna show you how to turn on the stage 2 filter in Betaflight 3.
I'm just used. I need to know this
show you how to do this.
Other
I must
reasons.
say all of the credits of this video go to UAV Tech, because I'm actually showing his method of doing this. And I will put up a link of his video into the description, because he is explaining this in much more detail, and you might actually understand what you are doing after watching this video.
That could have been really nice.
First thing you have to do is go to the configuration tab, and you have to scroll down a little bit and turn on the dynamic filter. Go save and reboot. So once you've set the dynamic nut filter, you have to go to the pitch tuning tab and go to filter settings. First thing you want to do is put a D-term low pass filter to PT1. you want to disable all of the notch filters. This is very important. After you've disabled the notch filters and you've set the B-term low pass filter to PG1, you really have to make sure that you don't smoke your motors. Go out to the field and do a little hover test and see if your motors are getting hot or not. If your motors are getting hot, so this definitely does not work for you and you have to put back original settings. Because otherwise you definitely can smoke your motors and that's not good. So that being said, next thing you want to do is disable gyro soft low pass filter.
I feel like this stuff has changed a little. I don't recall seeing gyro soft low pass in Betaflight 3.5 or 4.0.
Hit save and go to the
So I'm just gonna skip this. We don't need to watch it. Close proximity power loops. Yeah, okay. I like those. Let's try it. Oh, that's the ground. Okay. Key to these is, when you first power loop, I'll let him talk.
So in today's video I'm going to show you how to do close proximity power loop. A close proximity power loop is basically the same as a normal power loop, but in this case you are going pretty close over a tree, so you can actually see the tree branches in your FPV feed. But since power loops are completely blind and you can't see where you're going, there's actually one way how to learn this trick, and that is with a power loop you're making a big circle around the tree or object that you are going to power loop. With the close proximity power loop you have to make the circle smaller, and that's actually the only way how to learn.
And we use less
really
throttle.
Feeling for this to actually learn it. So before I'm going to show you how to do this, I must say, if you are going to learn this trick, it's very important that you feel confident with power loops. And if you don't feel confident enough with power loops, you shouldn't learn this trick because, well, you probably end up in a tree somewhere. So. And it's also a very wise idea to find a tree that is not too high. So if you get stuck in a tree, it becomes much easier to retrieve your quad. So yeah, let me show you how to do it.
So, the tendency when you do power loops and you're learning them is to just go to the moon.
So with this trick it's very important that you keep looking
like
at
this.
the branches of the trees as soon as you start doing the power loop. Now approach the trees just like you would with a normal power loop.
But throttle control
Once you're
for
underneath
something
the
like
trees,
this is
start
really
pitching
important.
backwards and apply throttle. You need to give enough pitch so you can keep watching the branches of the trees in the top of your FPV feed. Once you are upside down, close the throttle and finish the way how you would with a normal power loop.
That
If you're
one
doing this
wasn't very
trick for the
good.
first time, it's a wise idea not to give too much pitch at first. Just do this trick over and over and start making the loop smaller and smaller until you see the branches of the trees in the top of your FPV feed. If you don't feel confident enough to do this trick, it might be a wise idea to learn this trick in a simulator. A simulator doesn't feel the same as real life, but well, the principle is basically the same
Yeah.
as close proximity power loop. So once you've mastered
That's
this
100% right. It
probably
feels close. DRL does a really good job. I think it's the
So
closest.
that's basically
But
it for this video, guys.
without
if you think
wind,
this video was helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already,
it's
make sure
pretty
to subscribe
tough
to the
to.
channel. And well, see you in the next one.
That wind or turbulence, it's tough to. Okay. At this point, I'm going to try, because I just thought of something, and it's something I just did. And it's like a variation on a power loop. So you're going to come in for a power loop, and then pitch forward, and you can look back at the gap and come back through it. So it's the same as a power loop, what you just learned like this. Oh, Jesus. Except you're going to give a blip of throttle, and then immediately after pitch forward. So you're coming through,
Hello guys,
throttling
welcome
up,
back to
blip,
another trick
pitch
tutorial.
forward,
So in
and
today's
then
video
back
I'm going
through.
to show you how to do a power loop through a gap. A power loop itself is completely blind, you can't see where you are going, so looping through a gap can be a bit challenging to do. So before I'm going to show you how to do this, it might be a wise idea to learn proximity power loop first. And that's because you really need to know how to control your power loops while doing this. If you don't know how to control your power loops, you're probably gonna crash with this trick. So yeah, but as I said, this trick is completely blind and you really can't see where you are going. So it's really hard to fly straight in the gap. But there are some things you can do to make life easy for
I saw a
yourself
guy go
and
in
to
this.
make this trick a lot easier to
I'm
do.
not
The
that
thing
guy,
that
but
I
I'm gonna
always love
try
to do
it.
is looking out for references. Most gaps that you fly probably have some reference points that you can use to know your position in the sky. Before I start showing you this, I must say the camera angle with this trick is actually very important. If you have a higher camera angle, this trick becomes much easier.
Yep.
If you have a lower camera angle, then this trick
Right now I'm flying with
becomes
about 30 degrees and
Myself, I
it's
fly
still
with a
fairly
very
difficult.
tilt, and that is,
I think
average,
35 would make
but
this really easy.
not ideal for
You
this
just
trick. Let me
have
show
to
you what
keep
I mean by
an
reference
idea
points.
of where the thing you're flying
this
around
is. The gap that I'm
is.
going to power loop. As you can see, it's a bit small for this. And
That is
if
a
you are
real
starting
tight
to do this trick,
spot.
I don't advise you to do it with such a small gap as this one. But this is really the only gap in my area, at least close by. So this one has to do. I have power looped this one before, so it's no big deal. But you have some reference points over here. The first reference point that I always look at is the base of the tree, this one. And the next reference point will be the branch that you are going to power loop over.
Unfortunately, there's
And
nothing
the
quite that
branch
tight.
above that,
like-
that you need to go under.
Could I try power
And besides
looping
this,
one
you
of
have
these
a lot of
branches?
branches over here. Let's keep
Fuck,
watching
that would
it.
be hard.
So what I always do is I keep the base of the tree on one side of the FPV feed. And once I'm basically beside it, I'm going to pitch up a little bit. With the FPV camera you don't need to pitch up this much because you can see this branch pretty soon actually. So you pitch up and you will keep that branch on the top of your FPV feed. At this moment you will apply throttle
That's a wall.
and pitch backwards. So basically what you are doing is you see this. Giving throttle, go higher and higher. At one point you will go a little bit blind, but you will go over this one. As soon as you've passed this branch over here, you can see the branch above you. So as soon as you see this branch, basically the branch over this one,
Okay, let's
you
go
need to
for a
pull
change of
backwards.
scenery here.
So you throw yourself through that gap. And that's basically it. And keeping an eye on all of these branches, you can actually determine where you are during the whole power loop. I think this is the only way how you can do this without having luck.
So I hope it makes sense what I just told you. But I think in general this trick is very doable. But you definitely need to know how to control your power loops. If you don't have confidence in your power loops, then you should not do this trick.
Oh,
Because, well, you're probably going to crash or smack yourself into a tree branch or whatever.
This all depends on the type of gap that you are going
Yeah.
to power loop, but in general you don't want to have too much speed with this trick, otherwise you will have a hard time flying through the gap. Keep that in mind. It's very important that you keep
never
an eye
really
on the
thought
branch
about that,
you are
but that
going to
is
power
true.
loop over as long as
Keeping
you
low
possibly can.
speed
As soon as you are next to the tree,
makes
put your
this
nose
so
up
much
and apply
easier,
throttle
actually.
and keep an eye on that branch. Once you see that overhanging branch coming much more closer, you will need to pitch more backwards and close your throttle. In this way you will throw yourself through that gap. Now after this you will finish the way how you would.
I never really thought that low speed power loops would be easier, but he is 100% correct. Let's see what he's doing here.
So if you are going to try this trick, it might be a wise idea to find a bigger gap than the gap that I was looping through. Because the gap that I was looping through is really a bit too small and you don't have any room for error. So if
Okay,
you
we're
make
gonna
one
try.
mistake, you slam
There's
yourself
no
in
way
the
I
face
do
really
this, but
quick.
that's okay.
Keep that in mind. So if you think this video was
Yeah.
helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs
As I
up.
said.
And if you haven't already,
Let's
subscribe
try
to
one
the channel.
outside.
Yeah.
Fly one of
See you in the
these
next one.
outside and try that. Okay. I'm not giving it enough throttle going through. It's longer than the stuff I've been just doing. Oh. It's so hard. Why is life so hard? How to create hang time.
Hey, what up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm gonna show you how to create hang time. A lot of people in this hobby are talking about hang time, but there are only a few people out there who are actually explaining this. And that's what I'm gonna do in today's video. So, what is hang time? Hang time is nothing else than going through the air with your throttle closed, and usually you are hanging upside down or facing the ground. When doing this, you can do this actually on many ways, but the main principle of creating hang time is you are just throwing your quad away, same as with a ball. As with a ball, the way how you throw the ball, you can determine on how far the ball goes and how long the ball stays up in the air, and that applies to a mini quad too. The way how you throw your mini quad in the air basically determines on how long you stay upside down in the air, for example. I see a lot of people out there that just flying forward and all of a sudden they're going upside down and going over a tree or something. And they say, yeah, big hang time. That is not hang time. At least according to
I think
my
hang time is like
specification.
just closed
What I
throttle.
say is hang time is you going up. And while you are upside down, you are still get some altitude.
Yeah, you're still getting elevated. You're just
That is what I call
closing the
if
throttle.
you do this properly, you can achieve that flowy effect. What I love to do while flying. And that's basically nothing else than flying like a sine wave. You're going up and you're going down slowly. And when doing this, you can also generate that slow motion effect a lot. And I think slow motion effect is not really the right word for it, but some people are asking me if I'm slowing the footage down. And that's all mostly due, I think, because you are going pretty fast. All of a sudden you're going up,
Oh, okay.
then you're throwing pretty slow.
This is a good one for
Or at
a
least it seems you are going slow.
close
because you are
proximity
making a lot of
power loop.
altitude
There we go.
when you're doing this, because you are staying upside down pretty long. It looks like you are slowing the footage down. I'm not going into this video because another guy out there already made a video about that, and he explains it pretty well, I think. So, yeah. How long hang
Who's
time
the
you
other
can create
guy?
is not only due to your skills, but it has to do a lot with your setup. If you have a very lightweight setup, then you probably will have a hard time creating that long hang time.
Ugh.
And if you have a much heavier setup, then creating hang time will be much easier for you. The same principle as with a ball. You can throw a heavier ball much further away than a lightweight ping pong ball. I really don't like those lightweight setups because you just can't get that flowy style and that big hang time style of flying. So today I'm going to show you 3 moves that will generate hang time and that I use a lot. First move is probably the easiest move, and that is the split S move. And as I said before,
Split S is all
split
about
S,
hang
you don't
time.
want to fly and just go upside down and just making your way. That is not really creating hang time, and you will not get the same effect. What you want to do is flying forward, pitching up a little bit, giving throttle, and at the right time you're going upside down and you're still making some altitude because you are throwing away. And this way you get a much nicer and slower effect when creating the hang time. That's one move. The second move I already made a trick tutorial about, but yeah, I wanted to show you again. That is the alley-oop hang time move. As I said, I've made already a tutorial about it.
So I think that was
The basic
like
principle of the trick is you're flying beside a tree line, you're pitching up a bit to the side and you're flicking forward. At that moment you will generate a lot of hang time and you will throw yourself over a tree. Basically you're making an alley-oop. But why I'm showing you this again, the moment that you are pitching up and flicking forward, you will generate a lot of hang time. And that's why I'm using that trick a lot. Another trick that I'm going to show you is, well, it basically looks the same as the alley-oop hang time move, but I'm using this trick a lot lately, and especially in the pine forest where trees are really big. What I'm doing, flying up against a tree, and I'm pitching a bit backwards, basically as with a power loop. But all of a sudden, I pitch very fast forward, closing the throttle, and what happens then is you're making this kind of move. You're flying backwards and going up at the same time while looking to the ground.
This is similar to the power loop I was doing earlier, where you close the throttle and fly backwards like that.
I use this trick a lot lately to line
So I
up
think
for
he's
backwards flying motion and those medley flips kind of moves. For example, when you're going up, you're pitching up like half a power or something, you're flipping forward. If you're doing that properly, you're going backwards a lot and also generate a lot of height. So at one point, hitting something like this and looking forward and a bit down. If you're pitching forward a bit more, then you aren't flying backwards anymore, but you are flying forward but upside down. And what you can do is you see the next tree behind you. And when doing this, you can line up for a medley flip or whatever, you know? I'm gonna do a whole video about flying backwards. I probably will record it next week, but I don't make any promises. But I'm basically showing you how to become better at flying backwards and to get that backwards flow style of flying. So as usual, I'm going to record my sticks and show you a trick at full speed, and after that I'm going to slow it down so you can see the sticks better. Yeah, let's get to it.
okay. What you got, dog? This is just a split S.
So the first trick that I'm gonna show you is a split S. You should approach the trees with an average speed. Once you are getting closer to the trees, apply throttle. Once you are nearing the top of the tree, close the throttle and roll over at the same time. But this way you will throw yourself over the treetops when upside down. When you are going down and you want to apply throttle again, be very careful. If you do this too late, you will get some prop wash.
Well,
to avoid
that's
this,
a
it's best to give throttle a bit
gear
early.
door.
Next trick I'm gonna show you is the alley-oop hang time move. I've showed you this trick before, but I'm gonna show you this again.
I did it. I did it.
Towards the tree, and at one moment you flick your sticks forward and you throw yourself over the tree, just like an alley-oop. Now approach the trees with an average speed. Once you are getting closer to the trees, start giving throttle and pitch your nose up and basically start doing a power loop. Once you are getting closer to the treetops, pitch your nose forward and roll away from the trees so you will level out. And this way you will throw yourself over the treetops.
So we'll pretend treetops are airplanes going up. I see what he's talking about here. So that is like an Immelman almost.
So the last trick of this video is actually pretty easy if you know how to do power loops already. Now approach the trees with
It's
very
like-
normal speed. Once you are getting pretty close to the tree or next to the tree, start giving pitch backwards and giving throttle, just like you would with a normal power loop. Once you are getting pretty close to the treetops, pitch forward and close the throttle. And this way you will jump backwards while still making some altitude. If you realize you are going down again, you can finish the way how you would as with a normal split S or power loop.
That looks so jerky. Yeah, but that's kind of the trick I was teaching before.
You can create hang time on a lot of ways. I just showed you 3 different ways to do this, but there are many more ways how you can do this. What I want to learn you in this video is to understand why you are creating this at the first place. And once you understand how you can create this, then it becomes much more easier and much more natural to you, and you probably give it your own twist to it. And knowing your setup will help, of course, too, because if you really know how your quads react to your inputs, then well, doing this trick isn't really difficult. So if you want to see more tutorials and you want to see specific tricks, just let me know in the comments and I will make more tutorials. I know I haven't made that many tutorials lately, and I simply have no excuse for this, but I will make some more tutorials in the near future. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up, and yeah, see you in the next one.
All right. I think I'm going to call it there. If you haven't already, sub Raymond FPV if you enjoyed this, because he's awesome. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I hope you enjoyed it.